In The Rookie Season 7, Episode 8, Selena Juarez requested guidance on becoming a P2 in the Rookie episode. Although she was no longer a novice, she was having trouble striking the correct balance between work and life. She attempted to discuss it with Lucy and Nyla. According to Nyla, a need frequently finds a means to free up time. Consider her actions. She was monitoring someone who might be a serial killer. Every hour of the day, she kept him under observation. Because the official surveillance was too costly, her boss withdrew it. Since he was unable to defend it to his own superiors, Nyla spent her leisure time watching Liam Glasser. Nyla frequently watched Glasser with her buddies. Everywhere he went, they followed him. One day, they smelled smoke when he was hiking a few feet behind them. Right in front of his family, Glasser said that. His wife didn't give it much thought. She continued to believe that the LAPD was unfairly monitoring her spouse. She packed up the car and drove to the safe area because she had 2 tiny children to worry about. She was looking for proof of the murders. She didn't find anything, and Glasser was growing restless. He and his family visited the community center. The police were called to break up a domestic dispute. At that point, Glasser departed. For months, Glasser had been preparing his disappearance. "I'm going to the warehouse," he told his wife. Instead, he abandoned his vehicle and vanished into thin air. He was also able to seize a fresh victim. The man was homeless. The uniform was his. Neither his companion nor the homeless man had any suspicions. Glasser had left. Nyla was determined to find him. Angela attempted to talk sense into her head. She attempted to reassure her that she wasn't at blame and that this person might have escaped. Nyla was the only one still unable to locate Glasser. To watch him, she sacrificed a lot of family time. She was unaware that her spouse had gotten involved with a community center woman. Nolan witnessed her kissing him. There was no sign of Nolan. Since Nyla is his buddy, it put Nolan in a difficult situation, even though the kissers were unaware of his presence or what he had witnessed. Nolan's training officer used to be Nyla. She needed to know if her husband was kissing other women. The fact that James shoved Kylie away after the kiss was strictly irrelevant. He expressed his love for his wife to Kylie. Nolan might do it for him if he doesn't tell Nyla about the kiss. Nyla then arrived at the community center. She sought to find out Glasser's whereabouts from his wife. The wife's delusions persisted. She didn't comprehend that perhaps the police were correct about Glasser until her son confessed. The dad informed his son that he was in a brown van and that it was a secret if police inquired. Fortunately, Tim's sister arrived. The robbers were given squad cars by Tim and Lucy. When the fresh rookie made another error, they were on their way to Glasser. Lieutenant Gray was supposed to be receiving assistance from Seth. They had a fireproof blanket over their heads. There was no immediate help. They told each other they still loved one another because they believed they were going to die. Meanwhile, Glasser was apprehended by the police. In fact, Nyla arrived at the house with Miles, Nolan, and Angela. They were coming and going with their radios. They couldn't see anything because of the amount of smoke. After that, Glasser was placed in a holding cell. Nyla let people ask him questions. She was using all of her vacation days in preparation for a much-needed break. She desired to return to James at home. Tim and Lucy both survived despite Seth, but Seth's attempt to place the blame only served to cast him in a negative light.